Hi everybody, I want to get into this full moon that is exact tomorrow. We're already in its orb. 3 days before a full moon, 3 days after, you're really in the energy. This is a very serious full moon. It is meant to be serious so that it gets us to the core essence of where are we actually? How happy are we with our circumstances? Where are we at emotionally? Are we depressed? Are we anxious? Are we avoiding? Have we reverted back to old habits? That's one of the things that's happening right now, is that we could be feeling so overwhelmed emotionally that instead of really looking at this energy in motion, because that's what emotions are, we could be falling back into old patterns, old addictions, habits of numbing, what we would maybe call, well, this is my coping mechanism. But no, it actually is hurting your body. If something is unhealthy for you, it's going to be very loud that it is so. This moon is asking you to look back. Since January of 2020, what has happened to your health? What has happened to your emotional life? What's happened to your work, your career, your finances, your friendships, your relationships? How much have you changed? Do you like how you've changed? This moon is a reckoning. It is asking you to take stock of where you're actually at, to be unflinchingly honest about that so that you can actually build from it. If you're deluding yourself and avoiding the truth of your circumstances, if you're, thinking that, I'm coping with this, I'm accepting these circumstances because it makes me feel strong to endure pain, to endure abuse, to endure less than what I deserve. All of that needs to be taken stock of right now. You have to have a level, honest playing field for what's coming to know where do you need to expand yourself? Where do you need to expand education? Where do you need to pivot and maybe shift something about your career or your work? Where do you need to find people who are more of like mind? You have to ask, how are you serving your relationships and how are they serving you? Are they draining you? Are they fortifying you? To do this, you really have to be quite mature, because so many of us are walking through life avoiding and denying. 5 years have passed since we were given a chance to be still and take stock. And in many ways, some of us maybe learned from that period, some of us didn't. This is a moment where you get to actually take stock of that. This moon also, whatever happens in this portal, 3 days, I think 3 days this week in the past, 3 days in the future. So we're looking at, beginning of the weekend to, let's say, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, this whole week. This whole week is this full moon energy. There is a potential during this week that there could be people offloading on you. You could be offloading on others, really not acting in integrity. And the problem with this is that it wouldn't, if that was to happen, if you were to not act, if you were to unleash your emotional energy, right? You're not taking care of yourself emotionally, you're popping, you're whatever it is. Those actions, that energy wouldn't just have a ramification of this full moon energy. We have a pattern in the sky that is really leading up to the 20th. It's going to be getting more intense. It's where Mars is conjuncting the south node. It's called the tail of the dragon. It's where our past patterns, behaviors, inherited traits, patterns, all of this really comes back to bite us if we aren't conscious about where we are at emotionally, where we are at with those patterns. I always tell it like it is, and I'm going to tell you guys, leading up to the 20th, you are going to be challenged, not only with other people's behavior and adults children basically in adult bodies constantly triggering you, your own immaturity, your own inability to handle your triggers is really going to be up in your face. This full moon really is going to expose, are you able to parent yourself? Are you able to be that internal father that gives you structure and discipline? Are you able to be that internal mother? Do you know how to nurture yourself? Do you know how to take care of yourself when you're triggered so that you aren't giving your power away? Such an important moon, you guys, because we have our major, outer planets they've all changed signs. We're in an entirely different paradigm, and we are all going to be forced to change on such massive levels at such an epic accumulative pace. And if you don't know where you're at now, if you don't know what you need to work on, if you don't know what your weaknesses are, if you don't know what your blind spots are, it can be really difficult as things start moving very quickly and things start changing so fast. This is a take stock moon. It is a serious moon. It is a look unflinchingly at yourself moon. And the rewards will be epic if you do. The details matter. Your health matters. Health is the new wealth, y'all. So take this seriously and don't fall back into your old patterns. If you have the desire to do that, look at it and ask, what am I trying to numb that I am going back to this old pattern that I know hurts me? Is it better to go to that pattern knowing that I'm going to be hurting myself? What's worse, that? Or looking at this energy that wants to move through my body, this emotion that wants to be seen, experienced, so that it can move on? My mom always said, you can do anything for 30 seconds. You can do anything for a minute. You can do anything for 15 minutes. Did you know that grief generally passes through your body within 10 to 20 minutes if you fully are in it and truly feel it? And then it passes through. Be brave to let that energy move through you, rather than to pile on toxicity to not feel it. Because if we don't feel it, we can't heal it. And if we don't feel it, it creates toxicity in our body. And we're really going to be shown that with this full moon. It's going to show you, illuminate all that beautiful bright light shedding down on what's not working here. So I hope this helps you guys. Some remedies. It's heavy Saturn energy. A way to combat that is get out in the sun. Wear yellow, gold. Rosemary, that herb, is wonderful to antidote the blues that Saturn can bring. Put it when you're grilling. Put it on your meats, your vegetables. Get the essential oil, rub it on the soles of your feet. It's also great for stimulating hair growth. You can put that rosemary essential oil on your scalp or just smell it. It helps you clarify. So you're not alone if you're feeling the density of this. It can come up in, as sadness, as grief. Let it move through, because that grief and that sadness wants to show you where you're supposed to go. It's showing you where you need to let go. So use this moon.